Buenos dias, Gail.
Buenos dias.
How's it going?
Good. How about you?
I'm swell.
You're swell.
I'm swell. And we realized we've never done a straight-up crew review on the Jura ENA 4. It's been around for a few years.
Just like I have.
Yes. Yes.
That was a quick yes.
So why don't you tell me its story here?
Tell me its story. It's a super automatic, which means that it has a grinder built into it.
Okay.
This is the adjustment for the grind setting, coarse, medium, and then down to your finer settings. In order to put it back where it was. And it holds about a quarter of a pound. Bypass doser for those who want to use a pre-ground in the evening, and in this particular machine you can use 2 scoops versus 1.
2 tablespoons.
And
okay.
Yeah. And also on this machine, when you're dosing on this one, it goes up to 16 grams, which others only go up to 10.
Got it.
So if you put it on strong,
it's super strong.
Super strong, yes.
You also use this guy for the cleaning process because it doesn't have a removable brew group.
The brew unit does not come out. You put a tablet down there. You act like you're brewing for bypass doser.
It chews it up.
Down she goes and spits it out into your dregs box.
It's like the Alka-Seltzer for espresso machines.
That's right. And this is where your dregs box is. Speaking of, this all comes apart for cleaning. Drip tray. This comes off. That's where your dirty coffee goes after it's been used.
Dirty coffee.
Spouts up and down. Panarello over here, which comes off for cleaning. I'll describe that a little better later. Water tank back here, 37 ounces. You can use a water filter or descale. And that's Jura's way of making you accountable for your
water.
What they do is you're going to program it whether you put the filter in there or not.
Okay.
If you put the filter in there, it's going to ask you change the filter, and it's going to only ask you so many times until it says you haven't done it. You're bad.
You don't get to
right
use
now.
me anymore.
You don't get to use me anymore. And the cleaning the same way. It'll only go so far.
So we have noticed that because of that, there's sort of less issues with these machines just because people have to keep them clean. They can't have a dirty machine.
We have one in the kitchen that some of our employees use.
It's the hardest working machine in the business.
That thing gets no tender loving care. None. And it just keeps...
another shot, another shot.
This is called a compact model. It's a little bit slimmer this way.
Okay.
It's about the same height as others, but it's slimmer. Programmable, one programmable button right here. And this is how you program it. You hold this on. Okay, now I can, if I push that, it's going to rinse. I'm not going to do that. I found that out the hard way. You can change languages. So you get in there, English, Dutch.
That's German.
Let's
Deutsch.
go back to English. Since I barely speak English, I don't want any of the others. Units of measure, it'll be either ounces or milliliters. Off after, you can have it off after up to 9 hours and down to as little as a half an hour. Let's put it up to 8. We turn it on here in the morning, and then it'll shut itself off automatically. Units of measure, we're going backwards, but that's okay. I'll keep going. Product. This is where you program this button for first how much water you want, and you can go up to 8 ounces. We're going to leave it at 2. Flavor. This is where the grams of coffee come in. How many grams get brewed?
So
strong, normal.
Okay. Mild.
And we're going to say it's between 7 to 16.
Okay. We don't know exact.
But we know 16. And temperature. High, normal. That's it. And really, it doesn't make a big difference. So when it says high, it's not like it's going to be really...
And that's just the shot temp.
Just the shot temp.
Okay.
And then exit. We get out of there.
And we're back
now
in
we're
the
back
main.
into the regular.
That's the filter thing, water hardness.
You're going to get a water test strip, and you're going to put in the hardness of the water according to what your strip says, and that will indicate how often it asks you to descale and clean it. And energy saving mode, you can have it go into kind of a sleep mode.
Cool.
There, and now we're back.
To
Let's
that.
go back to the exit.
Exit out. Okay.
Now we're
so
ready
I programmed that button, and then for me to do my program setting, I just hit this dude, and it does whatever I've set it for.
That's right.
Cool.
Now, if you want to bypass that, let's say you come along and you want something different. I'm going to do like this. I'm going to go to I want it mild. Push the button. It's going to grind less coffee than what I have it programmed for.
Okay. What if I want a larger amount of water, though? Okay. Sorry, I'm pushing you along.
When
there.
it starts going, see it's brewing? Now I can change it. See? I can change it to whatever I want on the fly.
All the way to 8 ounces.
Yep.
Okay.
And it'll stop.
All right. So it's pretty straightforward. You want to talk about the steaming functionality on this guy. So we've got the steam wand.
See, it's going to go up to that 5 ounces that I just played with it. Now I'm going to interrupt it. You can interrupt it at any time.
Just press that.
Just press that button. Yep. Steaming on this particular machine. It has a sliding sleeve on it. Mm-hmm. And you can see there's holes there, and a hole there, and one down here. Mm-hmm. So if you have it in this mode, more air is going to go in here and go down into the milk, giving you more foam like you get on a cappuccino. And in this mode here, this is more like a latte where it's going to steam the milk more with less foam.
Okay.
And it's important to keep this clean. Real important. And it comes apart. If you grab the tip and unscrew the top,
cleaning all those little individual parts. So it's more than just wiping it down and spraying some foam out because, or some steam out, because if you even just get a little tiny layer of milk on that inside, what will happen to the wand, Gail?
Well, I've had it happen. If you put your milk up here like this and you get ready to steam and you open up the valve for steam, if those holes are clogged up, this is going to blow off into your milk and it makes a mess. I can attest to that.
Yay!
I wore it. So now if I want to steam, I get into this, and this is one now. It takes about 25 seconds to go from brew mode to steam mode.
Because this has a single thermo block, this model does, and like some of the other Juras which have duals and switch pretty quickly. All right, so do you want to pause and then we'll make a cappuccino?
Yep, I'm going to get rid of this 5 ounces. And then
are you going to get rid of it by drink it? Shoot it, shoot it, shoot it. Gail, 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 Gail.
No. Okay, so what I'm going to do is purge the moisture into my cow cup. And this goes like this, by the way. Swings to the side.
Not a lot of range of motion.
No, you don't need it though. There's plenty of height here. See, that's a thermal block here. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, I want more air. Slide that down. There we go. Now it's going to give me more foam. I didn't realize it was in the latte mode.
If you move it up like that, Gail, could you use it more as a traditional wand then, and you'll have to stretch the milk a little bit more?
I've never tried it.
Okay.
Never tried it. I suppose. That's another
experimentation.
Yeah. Okay, that's hot. So, just like on any other one, if I don't push steam, I'm going to get hot water out of this.
And clean it out a little bit. You still want to take it and apart and...
look at it. It's still dirty.
Yeah.
See?
And clean it thoroughly for the next time.
Yep, see? It gets all
this guy, you really do need to take it apart after every use.
Yes.
And clean it every day, otherwise
absolutely. This is one you gotta give it a little TLC. Now I wasn't mixing that in. It doesn't look too bad.
Nice.
Not bad.
And you really didn't do much.
Pre-infusion does a little water and then stops.
You didn't really do much work to stretch the milk, Gail, did you? You just
nothing.
Normal stitch.
Just a normal stitch. That was
set at the 2 ounces.
That was programmed for the 2 ounces. Yep.
Are you dying, Gail? What's going on?
I hope not.
Can you make it through the video?
It's a bit of my brain buds in my throat. My cereal.
Oh, Gail.
You're not typically gonna do much for art from a super automatic.
Well, I guess if you work hard at it, right, Gail? Like everything in life.
Let me wash down those brain buds.
Cool.
Nice.
All right, so that is the Jura, also known as Jura.
Yep. ENA 4.
ENA 4.
Comes in a couple other different models too. I mean, just as a point of reference, the ENA 3. The only difference is color.
Yeah, and then the Micro series, the new Micro series, the ENA 1, Micro 1, and the ENA Micro 9 are kind of riffs off this, but a little bit different.
Yep.
Cool.
So they look similar, but they have some different function, which you can review those other videos for that.
Thanks, Gail.
You're welcome.